first Hotel Transylvania movie was released in 2012, and it was all about some monsters who lived their best lives in Transylvania where they relaxed and enjoyed their immortality far away from humans due to their fear of persecution. The film had iconic fantasy creatures like vampires, werewolves, Frankenstein, zombies, and other scary monsters we are going to talk about. We shall also discuss the voice actors and people who appeared behind the scenes, and I am going to show you who they are and how old they are today in 2026.
Baby, stop! Put her down!
No, she's trying to hurt you!
One of the main immortal characters was Count Dracula, who was the founder and owner of Hotel Transylvania. He was against humanity due to the tragic demise of his wife, and he was inspired to build the hotel for every monster to live in it and escape humans' reach. He was the father of Mavis Dracula, who he raised as a single father for 118 years. His life changed when Mavis fell in love with a human being called Johnny, and he started learning to tolerate humans for as much as he could. Since his wife passed away, he became very overprotective and caring to his young daughter Mavis, and he always followed everything she did and everywhere she went like a bodyguard. He was also a fun-loving vampire who loved hosting parties and ceremonies in his hotel, and he was quite known and loved by every creature and monster who knew him. His voice was from the legendary Adam Sandler, who is an American actor and comedian. You might remember him in iconic movies like Grown Ups of 2010 and Happy Gilmore of 1996.
Then the monsters ran away and were forced into hiding. But Harry the
Johnny was a 29-year-old backpack tourist who accidentally ended up in Hotel Transylvania during his travels. He was the first human being to enter the world of monsters, and this was where he met and fell in love with Dracula's daughter called Mavis. He was an energetic and talkative boy who was also very fearless, as was seen when he wasn't fazed by the sight of monsters in the hotel. He fell in love with Mavis at first sight even though he did not initially know that she was a vampire, and their love flourished, and they even had a son called Dennis in the second movie. He was voiced by Andy Samberg, who is an American actor and comedian, and is also someone who can rap and sing. He has also appeared in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs and also the recent Zootopia of 2025.
Me, I like to hit it alone. You meet so many awesome people in the youth hostels. Hey, speaking of...
Frankenstein was the best friend of Dracula and Mavis' favorite uncle. He was a huge monster with a huge heart, and he normally got along with all the monsters in Transylvania. He had a massive fear of fire, which is known as pyrophobia, and he always panicked whenever he saw a very small flame of fire. This fear made him to send his body parts through the mail rather than take a plane. His wife was called Eunice, and he was just someone who loved living the sweet and easy life with his family and friends. He was voiced by Kevin James, who is an American comedian and actor. He is best known for playing the role of Doug Heffernan in The King of Queens from 1998 to 2007.
Scare 'em? We haven't scared people in centuries. I don't even think I have it in me anymore.
Mavis was the daughter of Dracula and the to-be wife of Johnny. She was raised in the hotel far away from humans by her father, and she lived there for 118 years. She always had a curiosity about the world outside the hotel, but her protective father never allowed her to go far from Transylvania. And even though she was a vampire, she was kind and gentle, and was someone who cared and loved everyone she met along her journey. And since she was a teenager in vampire years, she was stubborn and always argued with her father on what's wrong and what's right. She was voiced by Selena Gomez, who is an American actress and singer. We talked about her in Barney and Friends of 2002, and she went on to become a Disney and Nickelodeon star before becoming a singer and a businesswoman.
To go, you promised. I remember when we were both eating mice and you specifically said that you gave me.
Another character was Griffin, who was the invisible man that wore a pair of glasses. He was known for his dry humor and sarcasm, and was also a key member of Dracula's circle of close friends. He was an awkward guy who played pranks on everyone, and he also had an invisible girlfriend whose identity was never revealed in the film. His voice was from David Spade, who is an American comedian and actor. He is also the famous voice of Cuzco in The Emperor's New Groove of 2000 as well as in Kronk's New Groove of 2005.
Well, you have to be strong, honey, because what we have is unbreakable.
Wayne was another close friend of Dracula. He had a wife called Wanda, and they both had hundreds of cubs who never gave them peace or privacy. He was overworked and overwhelmed by his dozens of chaotic children, and he always tried his best to hide and take a day off from his responsibility as a dad. He was also a dedicated ally of Dracula, and he mostly assisted him with hotel business, as well as defending the castle from humans who wandered unknowingly. He sometimes acted as a dog with behaviors like panting when hot and scratching his fur, but he was nevertheless as humans get. His voice was from Steve Buscemi, who is an American actor and voice actor.
Listen, I'm not gonna set monsters back again just to make your grandkid like vampires.
The next character is Eunice, who was the bride of Frankenstein and a supporting character in the film. Her first appearance was when she and her husband arrived at the hotel through postal shipping to attend Mavis' 118th birthday party. She was very bossy and loud, and was not afraid to speak her mind even to her husband Frank. She was also a loving woman who supported her family and friends, and her energetic character brought such a good personality in the film. She behaved in a glamorous manner and only had one rule, that no one was supposed to mess with her hair. She was voiced by Fran Drescher, who is an American actress and writer, and her best role was in The Nanny of 1993, where she played the role of Fran Fine.
On out there, are we at the hotel? Frank, did you book us for a tandem massage?
Wanda was the lovely wife of Wayne and the mother of their cubs. She was a nurturing and maternal lady to all her cubs and young people like Mavis, and she always appeared to be pregnant and expecting another litter of cubs. And unlike her husband, Wanda did not get stressed by their kids due to her motherly instincts. She was also the honorary aunt to Mavis, and she loved her like she was one of her own cubs. She was voiced by Molly Shannon, who is an American actress and comedian. She is now a wife and a mother of 2 children. There was this fly who was the fitness coordinator at Hotel Transylvania. He worked at the pool and gymnasium, and he had the habit of spitting in his hands and rubbing them since it was a trait among normal flies. He was just an emotionless instructor who was voiced by Chris Parnell. He is an American actor and comedian who has been voicing Jerry Smith in Rick and Morty from 2019. Quasimodo Wilson was the gourmet chef at the hotel, and he appeared in the scene where he tried to turn Johnny into a human pot pie with the use of his flesh and bones. But when he discovered that Johnny was a human and not a monster, he tried to eliminate him completely, but Count Dracula prevented him from doing so. He was a cruel and violent chef who constantly shouted at his staff, and he was like the real Gordon Ramsay, as he loved cooking and took delicate care of every meal prepared by the gargoyle staff. He was voiced by John Lovitz, who is an American actor and comedian who has also voiced multiple characters in the Simpsons series.
He is a monster. Let him scare Esmeralda.
Other characters who appeared in the franchise include